Hello, my jelly fighters. My name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for 20th of July, 2025. All right, so we got something interesting. I mean, I've been thinking about it a little more. It's making a lot of sense. People like to have a personal connection to the artists, and therefore AI will not replace, in a lot of people's minds, art. Uh, Now, art can be used for lots of different things. So sometimes art is used purely for decoration, right? So in that case, people might not care so much as long as the painting matches their couch, they're okay. Uh, Art can be used for political propaganda. Art can be used for um, video games, not for this video game, but for other video games. And when art is used for something else, when its main value isn't in the art itself, but rather in some other commercial enterprise, AI art will eventually um, replace it. Can't be helped. But people want to have some sort of personal connection to the artist in some way. And because of that, we're not going to have any art is not going to be replaced by human being or by um, robots. Human artists will not be replaced by robots because part of that value is in the human connection, right? So some things we don't have to worry about. Other things we do. Other things we do have to worry about. Um, we'll find out about that, right? So one thing that I was thinking about was how efficient it is to actually, even today, when there's a internet that should be able to show off all of your art to other people, it is extremely efficient for artists to go out and show their work at art fairs and things like that. Um, which probably should not be, right? Um, you know, if you were just looking at the value of the art itself as being its aesthetic value, then people should be able to use the internet to find the art they like very efficiently. Instead, people want to go to some tent in some second-rate town where all the vendors are actually from the same town that the person is in, right? So let's say you go to some sort of art thing in Lancaster. Most of the artists will be from Philly, as will most of the people that are going to the art shows, um, to the event. But turns out poison 3, that's the best one here. It's the only 3. So these guys didn't have to do this, right? Everybody there should have been able to find each other much more readily just from where they happen to live, right? Because they all live in the same place. But they had to go to a nearby town with its monthly art festival or whatever it is, and meet each other there in order to make the connection, in order to do something interesting for the, in order to make a connection, in order to buy the art, because they need that connection. They need to feel, people need to feel like they are the ones who discovered the artist, right? They need to feel that they need that um, they discovered him, right? And this is very much the same as I was talking about with the sort of feelings that um, either the rich people, if you're talking about um, representational art, rich people tend to buy representational art, or art, how should I say this? Um, art directors for companies or for museums or whatever, curators of some kind. 14 to 5. Scale mail is not cursed. So this was a little bit of learning that we had before. What we would like to add to this um, is some response +1. +1 in awareness. And I died anyway, so that was not as good an idea as I thought it was. Scale mill no good. Longsword no good. That was a bad plan. Okay, so we want to talk about some of the bad reasons why people give that art might still be worthwhile being made by humans.